Hey everyone, it's Sandra with WFG National Title, your sales executive. I'm here with a quick tutorial today on how to use MailChimp to email blast communities. And it's a free service, so I want to make sure you're all taking advantage of it. It's a great way to send digital postcards or digital flyers to a community of homeowners and renters, advertising a listing that you just took, a transaction that you just closed on, or inviting the homeowners and renters in the neighborhood to an open house that you're hosting in the community. So again, MailChimp is a free service that you can use. And I'm going to teach you guys today how to create HTML aesthetically nice emails, and also how to upload email addresses or recipients to your address book, and how to send out a blast. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get started. Oh, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my page so that you stay up to date on all of my future tutorials showing you how to market your real estate business and also how to lead generate. So, okay, let's get started. Okay, so this is a MailChimp. I'm already logged in, but if you do not have an account, up here in the upper right-hand corner, you'll usually see a blue button that says sign up for free. You can go ahead and click that and sign up for your free MailChimp account. It's gonna ask you for some basic information, your name, your company name, your address, your phone number, your email address, your website if you have one, and then it'll send you an email confirming that you're not a robot. Once you go through those processes, it'll collect some more information from you. It'll ask you whether you have addresses to upload or recipients, subscribers, which it calls them, to upload. You can just click no or click on the bottom where it says skip through that. Then it'll ask you what plan you want to sign up for. So just remember that for what we do, you only need the basic free plan. It's a great way to get started. It's free up to 2,000 subscribers, which is something you'll probably never get to. So and the reason I say that is because you generally only microform a community one or two or three times, and then you move on to where your next transaction is and farm that community. So you can always delete the subscribers if you're getting close to that 2,000 subscriber mark. But I'm already logged into my MailChimp. I have my two-factor authentication on, so I went ahead and logged in before we got this started. But when you log in, this is actually what you see. You'll see on the left over here a bunch of different tabs. So your audience tab is where you will go and see a list of all of your subscribers that you have in the audience. So here it's telling me that this audience has two contacts, two of them are subscribers. You can see that I have a few different address books in here. With the free version, you will only get one address book, and all of your subscribers go into that address book. So you tag them to keep them in groups. I have a different version of it, so I can have multiple address books, but really what all you guys need is one address book and then tagging capabilities. So if I go into, oops, just different like here's one of my, my real estate partners address book where I have all of the real estate partners that I work with or people that I've met in the real estate industry. And then it shows me, my tags, how many of them are new contacts. But this is where you would also go to import people in the future if you needed to import contacts. Your next button is going to be under audience, is going to be your campaign. And this is where we would actually go and create templates and then view any campaigns that we've actually already sent out in the past, right? It shows you your analytics. But I don't want to get too far into the weeds yet because I want to start with what your first steps would be once you create your MailChimp account. So step one, create your free MailChimp account, right? Once you have your MailChimp account created, the most important thing to do is then create your templates, right? Your email templates, so that when you sign in the future to send email campaigns, you already have your templates created. So the very first thing I want to show you guys is how to create an email template. So you're going to go to your little megaphone where it says campaigns and click on that. Then you're going to come down to where it says email templates. As you can see, I already have some templates saved, right? So I already have some saved, some that I share. I keep these in here so that I can share with people. What you would want to do is come to this gray button in the upper right-hand corner where it says create template. I am actually going to use my husband as a guinea pig and create an email template for him, just using his contact information. He's not going to use it, but just so that we have something to create for you guys to watch. Now that you can see that there's all these various templates that you can choose from. The one I like to use because it's super user friendly and it's clean and it's nice and it gets to the point of what we're trying to do is this basic one column template. This is my favorite email template to use. So let's go ahead and get started with that one. So I'm going to click on this basic email template. Let's let this load. And then you can see it's going to bring up my design platform. And the email over here on the left is what my campaign is going to look like, but I edit it over here on the right. And it's very user friendly. It's basically drag and drop. Anything that you want in the body of your email, you're just going to drag over from the right into the left. What I like to do first is I'm going to get started and upload a logo. So I'm going to click on this box. And then you can see I can edit it on the right. If I wanted to edit the text, I would click on this box and then I would edit it on the right. But the first thing I'm going to do is edit it starting from the top down. I'm going to add my logo. So I like to click on this. You're going to go to replace. I'm going to go to upload. Upload was in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to go to where I have my logos saved. I'm going to go upload the logo. So I am uploading the company logo right now. There we go, right? Perfect. You can always, make it smaller, make it bigger. If you go into edit, you can crop it a little bit. You can link it. I'm always going to link it. I want as many calls to action on this email template as I possibly can to send people back to your website, especially if your website lead captures. We want to send as many people as we can to your website. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link this picture. So if someone does click on that picture, it's going to take them to the website where they can start searching for homes, find out what their home is worth. And as the agent, you can possibly capture a link. Perfect. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is hit save and close. Remember, save and close always. Now, the next thing I want to do is I actually want to color the background of the email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to style and I'm going to go to the page and then I can just check a background color, pick a background color. Do I want black? I really like the way black looks with the contrast of the white and red. Do I want maybe a gray, right? Do I want to leave it white or do I want a red? Like a red that looks similar to the red of the logo. I'm going to give you guys a little nugget of advice. There is this awesome website you can use if you need an exact color code. It's called htmlcolorcode.info, where you can go and upload a picture and it'll give you the exact color code for that picture or for that image. So if I upload this picture, I'm going to hover over the color that I want. You can see this red, it's giving me the color code. So I'm actually going to copy this color code. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to put the color code into that box. So it gives me the exact same red. Now this red of the page and the red of the logo are the exact same. Remember, save. So now I click save. Now, once I'm done with this, I'm going to come back to my blocks. So usually when we are sending out an email campaign to a community, we are normally sending out a just listed digital flyer, an open house invitation, or a just sold digital flyer, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in property pictures now. I always, if the property is nice, like to use multiple pictures. So I'm going to grab this image group, bring it in, save and close, image group, bring it in, right? Save and close. Now, these blocks look a little bit too close to where the logo is. So one of the things you can do is you can actually drag in this divider and bring it here and add some space. You can add, maybe let's add some more space. See, so now it added, I might take a little bit off from the top. There we go, save and close. And now I've added some space. One of the other things you can do is you can add a heading here. So if you wanted to add this in here, and we can just say Control All, call this our heading. I dragged in some text. Now I'm going to center align it. And then I am going to, let's see, make this a heading, right? And then this is our heading. This is where we would type in our just oops, just sold, just listed, or open house, right? Whatever it is that you're hosting. So then I'm going to center it. I'm actually also going to, let's see, make it red. Let's make it bold. Let's make it big. Right? And then you can change the font also. So let's see what fonts. They don't have a ton of fonts to choose from, but they do have a few, right? So find the font that you like. I'm just going to go with Helvetica, and I'm just going to do just save and close. Pretty cool, right? Again, you can change the font. You can also make this a picture if you find a just listed picture that you want. You can do that as well. Okay, so now I have my property picture. So I have my heading, my logo, my heading, my property pictures, and then this text box right here. I'm actually going to use this text box for the description. So I'm going to make this property address, property description. I'm going to highlight it all, and then I'm going to center it. And then this is where you would add your property address and your property description. So save and close. Now, socials, very important. Make sure to connect your socials. So I am using my husband's information for this template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to his website, right? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see where his, okay, here's his Facebook page. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on his Twitter page. And then I'm going to come, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these URLs up here because those are the address to get to his social platform. So I'm going to copy, control copy that one. And then I'm going to come over and I'm just going to control V. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to copy this one, control copy. And then I'm going to control V. Now here I'm going to add his website. So www.viphomes.vegas. And then if you needed to add more services, you can add one, right? And then we can add, you know, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google+, Instagram, whichever you have, you can add them in. So I'm actually going to close that one, or you can delete them too. Now, one of the other things I like to do is I like to come over to where it says settings, and I like to display both the icon and the text. I think it makes it look nicer and it fills up space on the template. And then you can also change the way the logos look, right? So do I want to do these? Do I want to do these? Do I like a little gray look? I think I kind of like the black ones, let's see, or the white ones. I'm kind of feeling the white ones, so I'm going to go with the white ones on this one. Okay, perfect. Now down here, you can add in your company address down here. Let's go ahead and grab his address. It's 6180 Brent Thurman Way, Suite 100. So I'm going to do 6180 Brent Thurman Way, number 100, Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, and then I'm just going to delete the stuff right here on top, and then I'm going to delete the stuff on bottom. You have to make sure you leave this part in because this is what keeps you from, well, this allows you to follow the I Can't Spam laws of 2006. We are sending unsolicited emails. This allows people to unsubscribe from receiving emails from you if they wish to not receive emails from you. Once we're done with that, we can click save and close. Now, the only thing missing from our template is a signature. So what I like to do is I like to just save my signature image, and then you can just drag in an image here and upload your signature. But say you don't have a signature image, you can create one on here. So let's delete this because I'm going to show you how to create a signature block. So what I like to do is use the image and text. So I'm going to drag over the image and text. And then I'm going to move the caption. I want it over on the left side of the picture. So I'm going to go to where it says settings, and I'm going to click this little box right here. Image on the left, caption on the right. Perfect, right? So then now all I have to do is upload a picture and then add in the contact information. So I'm going to do that right now so that it's saved for all my future templates. So I'm going to click on the box. I'm going to go to upload an image. I'm going to go to upload. I'm going to see where I have his image saved. There we go. So I just brought in his headshot that he sent me, well, actually that I copied from his signature line. Now I'm going to go and copy his contact information from a previous email that he sent me. So let me just go here. So you would just type in your contact information or copy your contact information from your current signature line. Okay, so like I just want to go bring up an old email that he sent me so I can caption, but right here where it says caption text goes here, here is where you would type your name, your email, your phone number, your website, office address, everything that you want to add in that's already in your current signature. So I'm just going to delete that and I'm going to type his information in. So, okay, well, I copied and pasted and it looks a little funny because I copied and pasted. So I'm probably going to have to type everything in because look at this. So let's see. Yep, I'm just going to undo this and I'm actually going to just manually type everything in. Truman Fleming, Realtor, 702-600-8184. Truman at VIPhomes.Vegas. Then you, again, I'm going to add a website because we want to send as many people to your website as possible. If you have a website that lead captures, right? VIPhomes.Vegas. And then that's pretty much all you need. You can add in your you need a license number here in Nevada. So let's do license number. Let's go ahead and grab that from his email. Okay. 172288. 172288. Oops, 172288. Okay, perfect. Now we can actually format this, right? It looks a little small. I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to make his name a little bit bigger. Let's make it stand out. So let's use perfect. One of the other cool things you can do is if you want to add in like emojis, you can always go to Emojipedia and add in like a little phone, a little email sign, things like that. I know that I believe he has to have, I'm actually going to copy this really quick and let's see if this works. So I think he has to have a little R next to the, perfect. There we go, right? So here we go, Realtor. Again, you can change the font, see what you see, find something that you like. Let's make it bold. I like to change this to black. For some reason, always the fonts defaults to gray. So I'm going to go ahead and make this black, make this one black. Perfect, right? And now you've just created, let's make his name black too. And now you've just created a nice little signature card for yourself, right? So save and close, don't forget, always save and close. And now his little signature block is created. We have his social medias connected. So your template's pretty much done. I am actually not too crazy about the way this heading looks. So I'm actually gonna do something different. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna delete this. And then I'm actually going to add in a just listed image instead. So then I'm going to go to upload image. I think we can make it look nicer. You can just Google, if you go to Google and Google just listed, just sold, or open house images. So if we just go to just sold, you can go ahead and find, if you go over to images, different images that you can actually save, like this one just sold, this one just sold. All you have to do is save them to your computer. I already have a few saved, so I'm just going to go to upload image. I'm going to go to upload. I'm just going to upload a bunch of these already. Okay, so you can see I'm uploading a few images. So I uploaded a few that I already have. So this one's going to be, we can make this one a just listed. So I'll use that one. I just found these images on Google, so you can do the same thing. I don't like how much white is on the top and on the bottom. And then you see I got a notification that says this image is so big it might cause slow load times. Let's fix it. So all you have to do is click let's fix it, and it automatically fixes it for you. So I'm just going to click save. And see, it disappeared. Now I'm actually going to chop off some of the stuff at the bottom and the top. So I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to click custom. I'm going to click unlock dimensions, and then I can just do this. And then click save. I would actually probably use a different, find a different image just because the fonts are different, but now I have a just listed image. And the only other thing I would do to create a template is I would then add buttons. Again, I am like call to action crazy. I want to add as many buttons on here as I can to send people to your website, because the goal is to capture leads, right? So I'm going to probably add a button that says free home search. And then I'm just going to go to his website. I'm going to go, let's see, search, custom search, and I'm going to grab this URL, which is the search page of his website. So I'm just going to copy this URL, Control C to copy. I'm going to come in and paste it here. Ta-da! And then I'm going to go over here to where it says settings. I like to full width so that all the buttons are the same size. And then you can also change the button color, right? You can mess around with the buttons. You can change the color of the button. You can make it a black button, right? If we wanted to, or we can make it blue, or we can make it red. We can make it green. I'm going to leave it as blue, and I'm going to hit save and close. And then I'm just going to duplicate this one. The little plus sign duplicates it. And then I'm going to say, what's your home worth? And then I'm going to go to the what's your home worth section, free market analysis of the website. And I'm going to copy and paste, save and close. And then I'm going to duplicate it one more time because I'm just going to add a visit my website. Again, as many calls to action as we can to drive people to your website, right? Visit my website. And then that's going to be, okay, let's see, www.viphomes.vegas. We are absolutely done. Look at how cool this is, right? So now we have our complete template. Okay, so this is driving me nuts. So I'm just going to edit this really quick. I do not like the way that looks, that font. So I'm going to see if we can, let's see if I have another just listed image I can replace it with. Perfect. Look at how cute that is, right? Super cute. So if we wanted to crop out some of the bottom, we could. Again, I love this. This looks super cute. So just listed. Okay, and so now you're done. All you have to do is come to the bottom right and click save and exit. And we are going to name this a just listed template. Save. Now, check this out. I am going to save you guys loads of time right now. So we just created a just listed template. Now we have to create a just sold and an open house one, right? You do not have to do that from scratch. All you have to do is come to this drop down and click replicate. Check this out. We are about to replicate this template. So now it just recreated that entire template for me. The first thing you want to do is come to rename, and I'm going to call this just sold. Yay, ta-da. Okay, so that has been renamed, and the only thing I have to do is change picture, replace. I'm going to go here, Ta-da! Now I have a just sold template, guys. Check it out. Save and close, save and exit. And then I would do the exact same thing. I would just hit replicate again and then rename it to open house, and then just switch out my just sold image with an open house image. Now you just created a just listed template, a just sold template, and an open house template. Okay, so now your templates are created. That's it. This is the hardest and longest part about using MailChimp is creating your templates. So once you've created your account and you've knocked out all your templates, you are good to go. You can start email blasting communities or email blasting your distribution list or your subscribers, anyone whose email address you've created. Okay, so say your templates are created. It's next week. You are going to advertise a listing you just took, right? What do? You order a farm from me. Once you order a farm, you're going to go ahead or, use whatever subscription you use. So if you use Mojo, Reddit, whatever subscription you use to get contact information for communities, right? So pull your farm, right? And then once you have your farm created, you're going to log into your MailChimp. When you log into your MailChimp, this is the first screen you see. What are your next steps? The very first thing you do in order to send your email blast is you're going to upload your custom audience, or upload your audience, not custom audience, just your subdivision audience, right? Okay, so you are going to go to your little audience right here. You're going to go to your little audience. I'm going to come over to where it says manage audience, and I am going to import contacts. So again, whenever you send an email to a community, the first thing you do is upload the subscribers. Very first step, upload the subscribers. So I'm going to upload a CSV file. So I'm going to continue to upload. I am going to go browse. I have one already saved for us, a farm. So I'm going to go grab my farm really quick. I'm going to select it. I'm going to continue to organize. It's going to ask you which address book you want to add it into, right? So you would just pick your address book that you want to add it into. Well, you guys will only have one address book, so you would click your address book and it's going to add it in there. And then I always like to click this, update any existing contacts. If you don't and you upload somebody twice, they're going to get 2 emails from you. So let's just always update an existing contact so that they only get 1 email. Okay, continue to tag. This is really, really, really important. You always have to tag the audience when you upload it. Why? Because this is how you can select who you want to send emails to and how you can delete groups of people. So I know that the farm I just uploaded, let's go see what the property was that we were going to advertise. I'm just doing this for example purposes, but it looks like this one right here. Timberland Way. So the farm I pulled is for Timberland Way. So I'm going to call this Timberland Way. That's the people I'm looking, right? So then I'm going to continue to match. You hit enter. Now I'm tagging it Timberland Way. You're going to continue to match. You have to tell MailChimp if it doesn't recognize these, what they are. So if you click on it, you can pick what is this, right? So I am uploading the first name. I am uploading last name, address. I'm going to go ahead and skip these. This is unit number, city. I know where they are because it did address combined. It won't let me select city and state. If you wanted to select them, you would just click right here and click street address, and then it would let you upload the rest of these. But I know what city and state we're in, so we're good. Okay, I am going to make sure I upload this phone number. Very, very, very important. Make sure it's not orange. Make sure you upload it. This is going to be the phone number, so click confirm. And then for the farms that I pulled, the first column of phone numbers is always the landline. The second column of phone numbers is always a cell phone, but we do not have an option for cell phone, so I need to create a field. I'm going to call this cell phone. And then I'm going to tell it that this is a phone number. So then I'm going to click confirm, right? And then it automatically always recognizes the email. So now I just finalize import. Telling me it's going to upload 43 contacts. You click complete import. And once you hit complete import, you are done. It uploads them, right? I'm not going to do it because this is my account and I don't want to add in people to my account. But I just wanted to walk you guys through that. So once you click complete import, it brings in those contacts into your address book. I'm going to go ahead and click exit now from that. Okay, so let me exit this. Maybe I'll just cancel import right here. Okay, you've uploaded your addresses. What's next? Once you've uploaded your subdivision to MailChimp, the very next thing is choosing which template we're gonna use. So then I'm gonna, after I've uploaded my audience, I'm gonna come over to my campaigns. I'm gonna come over to email templates. I am going to choose which template I wanna use. Here's my note. Don't ever, 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 ever hit edit template. Ever, unless you are permanently editing the template forever, right? Don't ever, ever, ever edit it. What you want to do is pick which template you're going to use, come to the little drop down and click create campaign. We want to create a campaign using this template, right? I want to create an email blast using this template. So I'm using the bones of this template for just this one campaign. So I'm going to click create campaign. If you click edit campaign, it's going to edit it. And I've had people completely mess up their templates and we have to rebuild them all. Okay, so now it's bringing me to my campaign form, right? So I'm gonna call this is gonna be just listed Timberland, or you can call it open house Timberland, just sold Timberland, whatever's gonna help you identify what email it was. Then you click your recipients. I always just add it to everyone in my address book, all subscribers, right? So I have multiple address books. You guys will only have one, but like I never select the tag, just one tag like that community. If I have multiple communities in there, I would just send it to everyone, because if they've already received an email from you in the past for like an open house invitation or just listed or just sold, it's not going to hurt them to see that you're doing more business, right? We want to get in front of these people as many times as possible with an email filled with calls to action, right? It's free. Why not? So I always click all subscribers in an audience. But say you did just want to send it to that one community, then you would go and you would pick the tag right for that community. So you write under where it says tags. The reason tags are important, in case you need to delete groups of people, you can go ahead and delete an entire group, delete an entire tag, and it would delete everyone associated with that tag. So once I pick my audience, and I'm going to click save, then I'm going to come to from. So, right, who's it coming from? Sandra Hadigi, your email address. You guys could add in realtor, right? Or Sandra, your neighborhood realtor, whatever you want it, the sender name to be. And then the email address replies can go back to. So I'm going to click save. Subject. Here's where you want to get creative. You have to have a subject line that's going to encourage people to open your email, right? So they usually, marketing classes I've taken have said subject lines with strong words like you must, with calls to action like that, kind of setting urgency, like this home will be off the market in 24 hours. Don't miss it. Or you must see this listing in your community. Or you don't want to miss this open house. Or one of the ones I found for open houses that has worked really well is you're invited to an exclusive neighbors only open house. So get creative with your subject line, right? And so like just sold, meet your new neighbor, or sold, see how much, right? Things are going to make people nosy. People want to open the email. So for this one, I'm just going to say listed, or this home will be gone fast. Actually, these you're not supposed to capitalize because that'll send you into spam, right? So this home will be gone fast. Don't miss your chance to see it. And then I might come over here to the little emoji thing and add a little house. Boom, right? And then I'm going to click save. And then here is where I'm actually going to edit my design. So then this is where I'm going to edit this template, but I'm only going to edit it for this email. So my original template will stay intact for all future emails, right? So the changes I'm making right now to the design only apply to this email campaign. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and see. Now I've already went to this property right here, and I've saved the pictures I want to use. So I'm going to go back to my campaign builder. So now all I'm going to do is add in the property pictures. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to upload image, upload. I'm going to select all my pictures. Oops, let's see. And then I'm going to click open, and I'm going to upload all my pictures. And then I like to add my pictures in like order. Like if there's 4 pictures, I do like the house, kitchen, bathroom, backyard. So the first picture I'm going to upload is the front of the house, right? Boom. And then I'm just going to click right here, upload an image. The second picture I'm going to do is the kitchen. And then, oh, let's see, let's fix it. It's telling me there's proportion issues. Save. Save. Let's see. So this is 1024768, 750. Let's go 1024768. Let's see if this will work. So I'm going to do. I want it to be about the same size as the other one. Let's see if that makes it the same size. And if you save and close, I'm going to click on it again. And you can play around with it a little bit until you get it looking exactly like what you need it to look like. I would not send an email out like that. I would make sure that all the pictures look the same. See, boom, now it's fixed. So now they're the same size, right? I just click let's fix it because you want it to look aesthetically pleasing. So now I'm just going to go down here and I'm going to add in more pictures. I'm going to add in, let's see, what else do we have? What other pictures do we have? Maybe the bedroom. And then I'm going to add in that beautiful backyard. Look at how stunning that is. Again, look at, you see they're different sizes. So I'm going to click let's fix it. Fixed. Save. Let's fix it. Fixed. Save. And then I'm going to click save and close. I'm going to click on it again, and this one shows it's still not the same. So I'm going to click let's fix it. Save, and then let's see, that should do the trick. Let's see. Ta-da! Now they're all the same size. Now I'm going to add in my address, my property address. So I'm going to copy this, control copy. Control V, and then property information. You can just come and copy the remarks from the MLS, or you can type them in, right? So you can type in your own, or you can just add in from the MLS. Now, the only other thing I would do is, again, format is key. So like this is a ton. So what I would do, well, let's see. I'm going to format this. I'm probably going to make this 12. Let's see. I'm going to, nope. I want to make this Arial, right? Okay, now we can see what it looks like. That looks so much better, right? Save and close. Now, one of the cool things you can do is if your property lead captures, what I would do is I would add in a link right here, and I would say, I would say, click here to see all, click here to see price and all pictures, right? So I would add that in, I would highlight that, I would center it. Then I'm going to come to this little linky looking thing, this little chain link thing here, and I'm going to add the URL for this listing from your website, from my website. So I would copy this. That way come to my website again to see more property information. And while they're there, my website is going to make them sign up if they want to see all the pictures. So insert. Boom. Now this just became a link. Look at that. Click here to see price and all pictures. How cool is that? Then I would click save and close. Then over here in the upper right-hand corner, you can click continue, or if you want to see what it's going to look like, you can enter preview mode, and it's going to show you what it's going to look like when somebody gets it on their desktop. This is what the email is going to look like. Look at how cool that is, right? And then this is what it'll look like on a mobile device. Cool. So I'm just going to X out of this. I'm going to hit continue. And then the last thing you need to do is send your email. Up here in the upper right-hand corner, send. All you do is click send. Boom. Done. You're done. That's it. Once you've done all this, you click send, and your email is out there in the universe of that community. You've just email blasted a digital just listed postcard to the community homeowners and renters advertising yourself and your property, or your open house, advertising your open house, or advertising your just sold transaction. You guys, this is a free platform for you to increase your digital presence. Take advantage of it. If you have questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is once your email goes out and it's out there in the world for the neighbors to see, the next day, what I would do if I was a real estate agent is I would come into my campaigns. I would go to where it says all campaigns, and you can see right here it says draft. But then what I would do is right here it shows me the analytics. I had 195 people open the last email I sent. 15 people clicked on links in here. So if I want to see what actually happened, I can click on view report. I can scroll down. I can click. I can scroll. I can click right here on this 195. Check this out. So I had 195 people open it for a total of 229 times. That means some people opened it more than once, right? I had 15 unique links clicked, but 28 total links clicked. So some person clicked on a link multiple times. So now if I click on this number, it'll actually show me who opened my email. So check this out. All these people opened my email, and then I have their contact information, their phone numbers, right? This is important. Why? Because if somebody opened your just listed, just sold, or open house email, you can come back in here and follow up with them and give them a call, guys. So use this. This has lead capture built into it. And again, like if I want to go ahead and check out what links they clicked on, I can just come over here and click on this number. These are all links, and it'll show me which links they clicked on, right? Check this out. Pretty cool, right? All these. Okay, very cool. So that's it, guys. Let me stop sharing so I can make myself big over here. So I hope you enjoyed this MailChimp tutorial. If you guys have any questions, remember you can always reach out to me, Sandra Howdigi, your sales executive with WFG National Title. Remember to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. My Instagram handle is social_sands. I do a lot of stuff on there for you guys as far as content to share. Remember to follow my Facebook business page. It's Social Sands, SOCIALSANDS. And then also join my private Facebook group, Social Studies with Social Sands, where I do a ton of education and tutorials in there for you. And then also don't remember, most important, to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my YouTube tutorials. So I hope you enjoyed this MailChimp class, and call me if you guys need anything, 702-336-4348, and you can always email me at sandraj@WFG National Title. Ciao, everyone. Bye.